You know, it's been 6 months now since 3 Pontiac kids were found living on their own in truly horrible conditions. Their own mom accused of abandoning them for 5 years.
And state lawmakers now working to prevent something like this from ever happening again. Fox News' Dave Kitchen joining us live now with more on this. And what are they trying to do, Dave?
Well, you know, it's hard to believe this was 6 months ago when this discovery that made national headlines took place. First, the good news. The sheriff says these kids, they're doing much better now. They're still in the care of family and, of course, Child Protective Services. They're helping out as well. Meantime, the sheriff says there was a major gap in the state school code that was a problem that led to all of this not being detected years before, so they're going to work to fix that.
They fell through not just a crack, but a cavern.
Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard is fresh off a state Senate committee hearing on a proposed law aiming to close down a gap in the school system, blamed for allowing 3 kids to live on their own for several years in squalor. They were found this past February, abandoned by their mother, Kelly Bryant, according to prosecutors.
I was told that one school asked for transcripts and the other school sent it. And both, may have presumed the other school had them or didn't have them.
Bouchard says he started pushing for change after finding a key flaw in the school code. He's not alone.
It was shocking, and even for those of us who are experienced with neglect and truancy cases, appalling.
Oakland County Prosecutor Karen McDonald joined Bouchard in backing the proposed law designed to improve communication between schools when students transfer.
It basically simply says that once you send those transcripts, you can't assume that the other school has those kids. You've got to follow up and ask a question before you unenroll them from your school.
And if no answer is given, the sheriff says it will either trigger a truancy investigation or get police officers involved in figuring out where a kid is, if not in either school.
What happened and where did they go? So it just fills that void that these kids fell through, and hopefully prevents that from ever happening to another child.
Bryant's 3 kids, ages 12, 13, and 15, were found back in February living in filth in a Pontiac condo after the landlord requested a welfare check. Police found trash and feces everywhere. Bryant was charged with first-degree child abuse.
Yeah, the situation was uncovered in the late winter. We set to work on the bill almost immediately. We took in feedback from education groups to make sure that we were writing it correctly.
State Senator Jeremy Moss of Southfield is the bill's sponsor. He's hoping to have the new law in place by the beginning of the new school year.
I'm hopeful we're on the track.
Well, also, we do know that Bryant was released on bond in June. She was due before a judge last month to try to get that case dismissed. She had previously been told to stay away from her kids and have no contact. Now, tonight on The Edge, we're going deeper into this law, trying to find out more about how this law will work. We'll explain that tonight on The Edge. For now, reporting live in Southfield, Dave Kitchen, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, I hear you talking to Representative Moss and the sheriff, and they said by the next school year. Do they mean in a few months that they hope this bill will be passed, or a year in a few months?
Yeah, they're certainly hoping within a few months, like as soon as this next academic year starts. That's what they're really hoping to do. It's believed really from the sheriff to the prosecutor to members of both parties in the legislature that this would be essentially a nonpartisan bill, more than bipartisan. They believe nonpartisan, hopefully. So they're not expecting a lot of hurdles, at least so far, but we'll certainly stay on this one.
Yeah, if you can't get on board with this one, then you got to check your conscience. This is too important for too many people. Dave Kitchen, good stuff. Thanks for that live report.